Beach Nation, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in to part 3 of our BeachRC.com product review of the Sworkz Apollo 2 ready to run 1A scale buggy. I know I've been trying to race this thing for a couple weeks now. I've had a series of videos, 2 so far. This is going to be the 3rd. Mother Nature has not been playing with this. Every time I go to race, she says no. We're gonna race this thing one way or the other, so we are at BeachRC headquarters. We're gonna race indoors on a 10 scale track. We're gonna put this thing to the test. Changed out all the fluids. I got the ride height right. I got my toe right. Everything is looking good on this car. The only thing I gotta do now is change the tires, put this thing on the track, and let's just see what happens. And don't forget, by the end of this video, you will know how you could possibly win this exact buggy. Stay tuned, I'll tell you more all about it. All right, so it has rained out just about everywhere we have tried to race. We're gonna race indoors. Let's walk inside. Just having a little club race. We're gonna change the tires on this. Put on some better tires, that's the only change I'm gonna make. Looks like we had our first casualty. Simple, just a screw came out. Right here. It's got a plastic servo saver arm. Who cares? Here to have a good time. Do not feel like replacing it right now, and it's actually not even broken, just the thread's pulled out. Right there. Just put a longer screw in and a nut on the end. It ain't gonna pull out this time, it'll have to break. We're gonna throw a little wrench into the system. We got the fastest guy at the track. He's kind of familiar with Sworkz, Corey Mack. He's gonna be driving this bad boy, this one. For round 3, he's driving it. I'm gonna get some video on the track. Corey, are you pumped up?
Oh yeah, we're ready to roll.
Tell us how it is when we're done. Yeah, Corey.
Sounds good.
Just TQ'd with the ready to run buggy. You never even touched this thing before. How'd it feel to you?
It was pretty neutral. Very easy to drive.
Yeah.
No complaints at all.
How's this ready to run radio there?
It actually has decent feel.
Not bad, right?
I didn't feel like I needed to change anything much. It was pretty good. Yeah.
Not bad. Yep. I agree. So far, so good, guys. Ooh, man. TQ'd and I didn't even have to drive. That's when you know you're really fast. So we had a good guy that can drive. actually drive this ready to run buggy, and it worked out really good. Like he said, didn't need very many adjustments at all. Actually, didn't adjust anything, but put a TQ on that round. Very impressive. Still ready to run, 100% ready to run, except for the servo, sorry. But good to go.
On the clock, Mars is ready, driver's ready, less than 5. Going fast. Get him off, right there, behind the road.
Come on, Baco!
Baco, come on, man!
Hey, pull it! All right, so I broke. Plastic servo saver arm. To be expected. I wanted to make that metal, but I didn't. All right, so I tried to race this thing and it was going pretty well. My driving sucked. I was terrible. Right there, it's a plastic servo saver arm. In racing, we do not use those things. Always got to have a metal one. This did not come with a metal one, but we will get one on there. All in all, this thing is racing really good. I was very impressed. Even though I broke out of the main, I'd say this is mission accomplished. It's a good car. I got to challenge this buggy much more than I expected. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to put this thing to a test, but I think we actually put it to the test pretty well. I got some racing done. It's proven this thing is fast, it's capable. If you don't succeed with this buggy, it's probably not the buggy's fault. It can go as fast as a driver. There, we're gonna put a metal servo saver arm on it, because this is what broke. I did have a few screws back out, metal on metal. It's the golden rule. You must use blue Loctite. Anything metal that screws into some other metal needs that blue Loctite. Other than that, I consider this a success. And yeah, it's a good buggy. Let's race it inside. That's what we have a track for. So we raced it inside at BeachRC headquarters. We really put this thing, we tested it as much as we could without being outdoors, but part two, you saw we tested it outdoors and it took it like a beast. We beat on it, we got it muddy. I made sure that I really beat on this thing. It held up for the most part. I did break in the main, but I broke a part that basically needs to be replaced right off the bat. We'll get to that in just a minute. A lot of people came up to me very impressed, you know, wondering, you know, what's the deal with this car? This is ready to run. This is the one you were doing the video on. People were checking it out, taking the body off, asking lots of questions. Pretty cool. I don't know where to put this body. Here, we'll put it right here. This is what I did to the car. Changed out the servo arm. Obviously, I had to put new tires on the car to suit the track conditions. I adjusted the ride height. I did recalibrate the controller. It being a hobby wing, it was super easy to recalibrate. It's just like any other hobby wing. I did it in about 5 seconds. There's a lot of places on this car where screws actually screw into a metal piece, whether it's these little balls at the end of linkages or just into the bottom of the motor mount. Needs to be Loctited. Simple thing, if you do buy this car, blue Loctite everything that screws into metal. It's the golden rule in 8 scale. These cars vibrate a lot, so you need to blue Loctite stuff as much as possible. It was very easy to drive. For my first time actually driving the car on the track and, you know, trying to take it serious, mostly goofing around. But once I took the camera off the car, drove it well right off the bat. I think, I was mid-pack of all the drivers there. As the day progressed on, more and more people were asking questions about it and were very impressed. Eventually, I let a better driver drive this car, Corey McElveen. Never touched it. I was like, Corey, just drive my car. I need to get some footage of it. He picked up the controller, put it on the track, checked in, TQ'd the whole round. He proved, just the way it is, radial and all, it can be a very fast car. He was whipping this thing and just driving it, really well. He was very impressed with it. He said it felt very good. Biggest thing was the radio. Once I drove this thing, not one point during the day did I think, I need to switch out this radio. The radio performed fantastically. Super impressed. You look at the radio, you just think cheap radio, and it probably is, but it does the job. It'll get the job done until you can afford a better one. If you go from zero to a brand new race kit, you're probably talking $1,200 to $1,300. This thing comes in at $520. You could literally throw a battery in it and go play and have a blast until your little heart desires. You want to take it to a track and start 8-scale racing, you could get this thing up and ready to roll with the fewest, tiniest little changes and maybe a couple little upgrades. Boom, you're race ready. If you've ever been thinking about getting into racing, you want to do the 8-scale side of things because they're big and they're bad, try an Sworkz Apollo 2. I don't think you'll be upset. I like this thing. I could race it more. I might race it more. Who knows? So in my opinion, this is the perfect way for a new guy, new girl, kid, whatever, to get into racing. I do want to mention the manual. The manual is just like any race kit manual. Parts explosion, part numbers for every part. Fortunately, BeachRC is the US distributor for Sworkz, so we just became that this year. Just about every part we need for this thing, we probably got every part we need for it. You can get anything you want for this. You won't be stuck on an island by yourself having to order some parts from China. You can get these right here in America. They'll get to you in a couple days. The question you've all been waiting for, how can you win this thing right here? First, you have to be a subscriber. If you have not subscribed to our channel, hit that subscription button down below. I need your subscriptions. The more people to subscribe, the more YouTube will help me help other people see my videos. Like this video, obviously, and then you're also going to need to leave a comment below. I want Apollo. That's what you need to write in the comments down below. Here's a trick though, it ain't gonna come that easy. Might be 3 of you that comment down below. Come on now. Please, we need 1,000 subscribers. That is only probably less than 150 away. We should be able to get 150 subscribers. There's a lot of people on YouTube. When we hit 1,000 subscribers, we're gonna give this car, as well as multiple sets of tires, all the upgrades I put on it, and some swag. Probably could give them new body too. Who knows what we're gonna throw in there? Battery. Gonna get some stuff, that's for sure. Somebody's gonna win this. You have to be a subscriber. You gotta leave a comment down below. I want Apollo. Let's get this channel going, guys. The more I can do this, the better I'm gonna get. The better I get, the better content you're gonna have to watch. Thanks for watching. Tune in next time. Peace.